Hello everybody, I'm back. I went to South Korea. It was really fun. And I am back in Melbourne for, God, this is already gonna sort of annoy. I am back in Melbourne now for like 5 weeks or so. So I have to create some type of makeshift filming area. I brought up my Monstero. I feel like a lot of you don't care about the shop being cute though, you just care about the music, so thank you for that. Anyway, but today we're gonna listen to some hardcore punk, or hardcore, thrashier, faster version of punk. I'm not a hardcore expert, that's why we're here today, because this is first time listening to hardcore. I have listened to some punk on this channel, loved so much of the music I found through my punk videos, so now I'm gonna listen to some hardcore music. Hopefully I like it just as much. We're going to listen to 4 bands today. I put up a poll on my Patreon. If you're interested in full cut version of this video, any of my videos, early access to any of my videos, as well as voting in polls for what bands, songs, videos I should listen to. That is always up on my Patreon. And without further ado, let's listen to some hardcore bands. We're going to start off with Bad Brains, I think. One of 4 that we're listening to today. I don't really know the order to put this stuff in. I figured out what to listen to and I put up on a piece of paper. So let's start with Bad Brains just because I put them at the top of the list. I don't even know if they should really go first, but this is meant to be like an intro to hardcore. This isn't going to be the best hardcore songs of all time or anything like that. It's more just like what my patrons think I would probably like within the hardcore world. I have a Bad Brains record. It's a little 45, a little single I have with a Bad Brains song on it, actually. I'll put it here, but I do have this. Never listened to it though. I literally got this record for The Other Side, which is like a Denzel Curry cover of Killing in the Name, which is like one of my favorite covers of all time. But on the other side, there's Bad Brains. So I know of Bad Brains. We're gonna listen to the song Attitude, which a couple of my patrons picked out for me. It only goes for 1 minute and like 20 seconds. Very short, so just like a quick little taste of what hardcore has to offer. The one thing I want to say about Bad Brains is that I know that they're reggae influenced. They may have some reggae elements in their music. I don't particularly know if it's going to show up in this song, but there are other songs apparently where the reggae shines through. I don't listen to much reggae, but when I do, I like it. Reggae is another, there's always so many, but another genre that I would like to get more into. Let's give it a shot. This is the 3rd track. The album is called Bad Brains. This is from 1982. So short. Okay. That is super fuzzy. Wow. On the right. Ooh. Don't care what they may say. We got that attitude. It's more upbeat and quite lovely than I thought it would be. We got that attitude. But yeah, okay, I can see how this is branching off from punk. Okay. Oh, the drums are like really good at some points in this track. That is the taster, I guess. That's the taster of hardcore that we're starting off with. But yeah, I gotta say, I can see how that is branching off from punk. It definitely, oh my god, it sounds so punk to me. If I just listened to that without the idea of knowing that this is hardcore, I would just be like, okay, that's punk. But I can see the slight difference. I expected maybe a bigger difference than what I got. That feels pretty punky to me. And I love punk, so of course I like the track a lot. Love the themes. The themes remind me of punk, 100%. Don't care what people say. We got that attitude. Like, that's such a punk thing to say. And I don't feel like I felt the reggae in that track, but I imagine there's reggae in other tracks. I'd be really interested in hearing any other Bad Brains track with maybe a bit more of a reggae influence as well. I thought it was really cute and lovely. I know, a weird word to use in the middle of that song, being like, this feels lovely to me, but it just felt so cute. And I love so many punk songs because they're just short and sweet. A lot of punk puts me in a good mood. It hypes me up, makes me feel good. It just makes me smile when I listen to this type of music. So yeah, cool. I feel like I need to listen more Bad Brains though. That's a taster and I just want more. So let's move on to Minor Threat, I guess. This is another band that was voted on my Patreon, and a couple of my patrons specifically recommended the Minor Threat song by Minor Threat. Another track that is really short, just to get another taster, but this track is has a lot more plays, so we'll see if that makes any big difference. This is from 1981, so 1 year before the Bad Brains. This is an EP, first to 7 inches. Minor Threat, the track. Play it faster. I like the groove of this one a lot more. A bit slower. Why is there being such an effing rush? stands out. Obviously, it's all you can really hear. Get a good drum in there too. Ah. A minor fret. Okay. A minor fret. We're just a minor fret.
But it's a promise.
That's a promise. The same thing happens when I listen to punk, where I just start chanting the chorus every time without fail. I can't help it. There's something about punk tracks and the chorus. They always just like find a great line, usually a very simple line, and just repeat it over and over again. They just yell it, and I love it every time. Just like, let me join in on this chorus, please. That even more so felt like punk to me, though. I'm not really getting the difference between hardcore and punk. I don't know, I guess the title itself of hardcore makes me feel like it's meant to like hit harder and be more gritty and even more dirtier than punk already is, but these tracks feel quite upbeat and lovely to me. Like I said again, I feel like the da 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 da. The groove on this track, even more than the last one, felt quite pleasant to the ear. I guess this has 21 million streams on Spotify. This is definitely one of the more popular tracks I'm listening to in this video today, so that might be part of it, is that it's just like a popular track from a hardcore band, so it feels a little bit more radio friendly to me. We're just a minor fret. It's a nice introduction to literally the band Minor Threat. I was early to finish, I was late to start. I might be an adult, but I'm a minor at heart. Go to college, be a man, what's the effing deal? It's not how old I am, it's how I feel. Take your time, try not to forget. I really like these lyrics, I relate to them a lot. Getting a bit older myself, I mean, a lot of people watch this video probably wouldn't think I'm that old, but I feel like I'm getting a bit old. I love the long, it's not how old I am, it's how I feel. I am trying my best to make decisions based off of how I feel rather than based off what I feel like I should be doing at the certain age that I am. I think it helps me live my life better. So I really am enjoying the themes here on this track, more so than the first one. I liked the first track as well. I always love punkish lyrics, but this one feels a little bit more like sentimental to me, a bit more like emotionally deep. But I do think, once again, like I said, the grooves are more like happier major tone. Both of the tracks we've listened to so far have a more major tone to them. If anyone knows anything about me, if you've watched any of my other videos, I love a minor feel. I love like a darker feel. So I don't know if that's going to pop up in the next two tracks, or like hardcore in general just has like a major tone to it. But if anything's minor, like I think we could go places. I expect that. I expected hardcore to be like dark and gritty. The next band we're listening to is Hüsker Dü. I have high hopes. I have something I need to explain here. I have high hopes. Hüsker. No, it's Hüsker Dü. Someone on my Patreon told me it's Hüsker Dü. Okay, I'm glad I just remembered that and fixed myself before I started saying Hüsker Dü for the rest of this video, because I'm going to say their name a lot, obviously. Now it feels weird to say Hüsker Dü because I'm used to Hüsker Dü. But Hüsker Dü is a band that my dad really likes. I have filmed a few videos with my dad before on another channel, not on this channel, where we go through his vinyl collection, and he has a few Hüsker Dü records. He loves them. I was like, what's Hüsker Dü? That's what I was saying at the time, but what's Hüsker Dü? And then he would explain it to me. I'm like, okay. Sure. We never listened to it though. And then once again, when I was like putting together some hardcore band recommendations, people mentioned Hüsker Dü. And I'm like, bro, what? Hüsker Dü? That's my dad's band. And my dad has influenced so much of my music taste. It's not funny. A lot of my music taste is based around my dad's taste. I wouldn't be here doing this video if it wasn't for my dad, 100%. I'm hoping that that means good things for Hüsker Dü and me. I hope I really like this track. I have high expectations, more than any of the other bands here, about Hüsker Dü. Specifically also asked my dad. I asked what's his favorite Hüsker Dü song. So he gave me his favorite Hüsker Dü song, and this song is that track. So I hope we like it. It's called It's Not Peculiar, which is like not so much of a famous one from Hüsker Dü. It wasn't like anywhere near the top of their streams or anything. I would expect nothing less from my father, to be honest. That's what he does. Wow, this one hits. Oh, it's so loud. Woo. Oh, this already feels so much like my dad. Good, I heard this is one of their more like hardcore tracks.
When you're living in a dream, could you care enough?
This is like classic dad music for me. This is like my dad. I can see him listening to this track.
When it's pouring out, you're pondering inside, and all the time you shout and everybody cries.
Nice.
Nothing anymore. Taking all of this into another day.
Okay. I'm definitely worried that this isn't hardcore. You know what? I never do anything perfect. It's still a great song. I actually like the shift in tone here. This song makes me miss my dad. Like a lot. I want to go see him. Yeah, two things I want to mention. Firstly, I understand maybe if that wasn't particularly Hüsker Dü's most hardcore track out there. Whoopsie, but that's fine, whatever. I still listen to Hüsker Dü, which is a hardcore band, apparently. Maybe I listened to a track that wasn't their most hardcore song. I definitely will listen to more Hüsker Dü though. I love the tone there, like I said. Lyrics are important, and I like lyrics here, but yeah, tone with that one. It's just that tone that I see my dad listening to. I can imagine him in my brain listening to tracks like that. And I've definitely got it as well. It's the Kira tone, maybe, as well. Loved the track here. Liked his voice a lot. I'm interested to see maybe more of a hardcore side to them, because that didn't really even feel very punk to me at all. For now, I like this more rock track from them. It's good stuff. It's a nice break as well from the other two tracks to listen to something. It's a bit more fleshed out. The 4-minute track, it has a lot more fleshed out lyrics, a bit more detail in there. Just like flows really nice and is quite slow compared to the other two tracks, of course. And it's probably not hardcore. I would honestly love to put a video together where I listen to a band with my dad, and he would have listened to them already, but it'll be the first time for me, and he can show me like his Hüsker Dü tracks maybe or something like that. I'll try and convince him, but no promises. He is a shy man. And there's like a lot more people on this channel watching than my other channel. Anyway, loved the track. Thanks, Dad, for choosing this one out for me, and my patrons for picking out Hüsker Dü. We're going to move on to the final track, and that is a track from Black Flag, specific hardcore territory, with a specific hardcore track here. It's Rise Above, which is their most famous track, I believe, or one of. And there's also another track that a couple of my patrons picked out for me. This track is only 2.5 minutes. Short again, which makes me feel like we're going to get a more hardcore track here, which is what I want. I want an intro to hardcore, please. I have a bit of allergies right now. I think it's this damn plant. It had like a bunch of dust on it, and I moved it just before I started filming. So sorry if I'm touching my nose a lot. We'll get it situated. Give me like a few videos and I'm gonna have everything perfect. But for now, I just wanna get that content out there, you know? I've been in South Korea and I'm thirsting for the music. Let's listen. Rise Above. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, damn.
Coward, ride the cold. Rise above, we're gonna rise above. They distort what we say. Rise above, we're gonna rise above.
Yeah.
And they can't do it themselves. Rise above,
We're gonna rise above. That's fun.
I'm tired of your abuse.
Oh.
Try to stop us. It's no use. Rise above, we're gonna rise above.
Who came up with that? Genius?
Rise above, we're gonna rise above.
Of your abuse. So easy to like learn the lyrics for these types of tracks. Why?
We are tired of your abuse. Rise, we're born with a chance. Rise above, rise above. I am gonna have my chance.
Rise above, we're gonna rise above.
We are born.
Wow, this is really good.
We are tired of
Your abuse. This part's like growing on me too, the abuse part. Oh god, that sounded bad when I said it. I didn't think before I speak. We're gonna rise above. Rise above, we're gonna rise above. Wait, Nervous... I've heard a oh my god, I've heard a Black Flag song before. I'm pretty sure I've listened to Nervous Breakdown before. And yeah, it does feel maybe a little bit more grittier, faster than punk does. I still think Damned is my favorite. I actually think I liked that track more than the other Black Flag track I listened to from memory. I think it was Nervous Breakdown was the track I heard. But yeah, Rise Above, let's talk about that, because that track, so special. That's the line. Rise above, we're gonna rise above. It really works so well with like a line, like a different line between each of the rise aboves. But the repetitious nature of it is really nice, really well written. I think the first two tracks, like they're a little short for me, but I know like hardcore and punk in general, the tracks are shorter, and I like shorter tracks, but I feel like the 2.5 minute track, Rise Above, I feel like the 2.5 minutes is like a perfect length for me to really get myself into it, because I think 1.5 minutes, it's like the song just starts and I'm just getting into it, and I feel like it just ends and I'm like, huh? But with Rise Above, I feel like I could totally enjoy myself, get immersed in it. I really liked Rise Above. I think Rise Above is my favorite track that we listened to today. Even the Hüsker Dü, I loved it for a different reason, but it didn't totally feel hardcore to me. I know they're a hardcore band. Maybe didn't listen to the most hardcore track there. I'm gonna say for my hardcore listening, my first hardcore listening experience, Rise Above is the peak. Rise above, we're gonna rise above. But yeah, that's what I thought of my hardcore today. If you'd like to see the full cut of this, it'll be up on my Patreon. And if you'd like to help vote on future videos, also that's usually up on my Patreon as well. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to the hardcore with me today. Let me know, is the Hüsker Dü, like, is there more Hüsker Dü out there that's maybe a bit more hardcore, like a better representation of hardcore as a whole? I'm not sure. Maybe I just didn't pick the right song there, but I didn't even tell my dad to pick a hardcore Hüsker Dü song. I said, what's your favorite Hüsker Dü? And he gave me that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this today with me, and I'll see you soon.